Hi Coach, I want to welcome you to iCoach. I'm going to do a little introduction video here, a series. It's actually going to be set up as a course, so I'm going to split this up so it's easy to intake bits and pieces at a time. When you first log on for the first time, you'll be directed to the All Courses page, and this is where you can just choose to take any of the football courses that we offer. I'm going to start by going through some of the very basics, the things that you need to do first before you do any of these things, so that you can communicate with some of the other coaches and get the notifications and things like that. So we're going to start over here on the My Profile tab. If you go ahead and open that up, we're going to go through each of these individually. So the first one that we're going to go through is just your wall, your profile, and your notifications. These are short, sweet, and easy to understand. What your wall is if you notice everybody here, so I have @admin. I'm also at iCoach.FOOTBALL. So if you want to, kind of works like Twitter, Facebook, any of the social media platforms. You can always mention somebody if you just put @ and then their little tag here, and you can find those by clicking on any of the members in the different member areas, and we'll get to all that later. But if you want to send a message to somebody, there's multiple ways you can do that. You can send them privately. You can click on their profile and send them to them. So I'm going to click on Jason here. You can add them as a friend. Like I said, it's kind of like social media, and then you can send public or private messages to that person. So there's all kinds of different ways you can communicate, and we'll go into that more in a minute, but let's look at the wall for right now. Anything that you do or that anyone does will pop up on your wall that you are involved in. So if you're in a conversation with somebody or anything like that, it's kind of like your news feed on Facebook. The second thing that you're going to want to do, actually this before anything else, is go in and click on profile, change your profile photo. So you can see he just did this yesterday, Jason did. The profile photo is this. The cover photo is the background area here for your profile, so it defaults to this football picture. If you want to change it, put a picture of your team back there, whatever you want to do, that's fine. The next thing you're going to want to click on is your notifications. If you have notifications, they will come here. When you get a notification, you can set in your settings. So if you go over here and click on settings, on the three little dot tab there, you can change what you get notified for. By default, everything's on, so anytime, I mean, basically, I can't see why anybody would want to turn these things off. What these are for is if something that you're involved in, meaning say you're signed up for a course and somebody sends you a message or a question about something in that course, or you have a question and when we reply to you, this is just, you'll get notified, and we'll send them however you want us to send them. So it could be email. When you get notifications on the actual site, there'll be a little red 1 or however many notifications you have that'll pop up by this bell here. That's, you can see notifications there. The other place, there'll be a little red number right here with how many notifications that you have. So you can go ahead and set that stuff. Messages, if you click on that, this is where messages will show up. So if you receive a message from somebody or you want to write a message to somebody, you can just click on compose there, put in @ their username, or you can just type in their actual name, so Matt, Jason, Carlos, whatever. When you type in their little hashtag, or not hashtag, their little @ mention name here, it'll send it straight to them, and then they'll get a little notification that'll pop up here, here, and here. Okay, and then you can see who your friends are by clicking on this, so it'll just list your friends for you. That's pretty straightforward. You can get a hold of them by clicking on them. Groups that you're involved in, so when you enroll in courses, you'll be a part of those course groups. Okay, so let's click on this is our prior most popular course, is this offensive system install. So when you go in here, you can see all of the different people that are taking the course and what they're saying about it, and just look through the information on that, what other people are talking about to do with that course. Let's go back to my profile, and we'll talk more about this separately in its own thing. Forums. The forums are where you can actually, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. They're forums. It's where you can talk about whatever you want to talk about. So each course has a forum. So if you go into a course, so if you go into, let's just go click on courses here. Let's go back into that no huddle course. When you go into the course, each course has a forum too. So your forum for your course will pop up, and you can see what people are talking about in here. So 2-point or 3-point stance for your offensive line when you're running a spread, things like that. So it's just a way you can communicate. Next on the list, you got your photos. You can upload photos, pictures. So if you're drawing something up for another coach, you can place those in there, mention them, however you want to send it to them. There's multiple ways to do that, and we'll get more in detail on that with that later. This will show you a list of your courses, your settings. We already took a look at this briefly. That's just where you change your notification settings, and then your achievements. As you complete courses, you're going to get points, and eventually we're going to give like awards and rewards for different things, and that's where this point system is going to come in. That's going to take some time to implement. The site is brand new. We transferred it over from a different site, so this entire system has been completely redone. So we're transferring in some of our current members now, and it will continue to grow and look completely different over the next several weeks and months. So just kind of bear with us as we get through that, but that will be something kind of cool we got going once we're done. That's basic of the basics of your My Profile tab. If you have any questions, you can just mention me at iCoach.FOOTBALL or at admin, either one. We'll get back to you as fast as we can. We're still testing through some things just to make sure everything's working properly. So if you guys see anything that's needs addressed or have any questions or concerns, or see something that we could potentially make better, go ahead and shoot us a message, and we'll do our best to take care of those things.